Thursday thought. So until about 10 minutes ago, it didn't truly register with me that it's Thursday. And so I suddenly was like, it's late. It's Thursday. I haven't done a Thursday thought. I was like, what am I going to say? But then what came to mind is a conversation, or at least part of a conversation I had with a friend a couple of nights ago. We went out to dinner and we were catching up, and she was sharing with me her journey towards setting up her own business here. Something that she'd had on her heart to do, and she finally moved on it from last year and then in a real way the last few months. And as part of that journey, someone who's like a mentor to her posed a question to her, which was, what do you want your final exit to be? And she shared a little bit of how she feels as if, and hopefully I'm quoting her right here, that before she was maybe kind of just waiting and seeing what life brought her. You know, what opportunities, what things came up, and then, moving and going with it accordingly. But with that question, what do you want your final exit to be? She started to think, what do I want my final exit to be? She could envisage where she'd like to be living in a few years' time, where she'd like to be enjoying life with her family and her friends. And so therefore, working backwards, she started to think about what she needs to do with this business. She also had different other bits of advice that were given her. And part of that was, who are the people that she needs to connect to? What networks does she need to have in order to move towards both setting up this business and also moving towards this final exit that she wants to have? And that question really stuck in my mind, and I thought that's actually probably a really good question to ask oneself. And I think it also resonated with some of my own thoughts and feelings at the moment about a few different situations and different things as I think about the future. Because I think that when you ask yourself that question, as my friend did, you have to be a bit intentional about what you're doing now. Because there are many opportunities that we can have in life, many different directions that we can go in. And they can be really good, they can be really exciting, they can also be very profitable. But actually, if they are not in line with where we feel our final exit is, where are we heading, where do we want to be in a few years' time, sometimes it's probably better to let those opportunities go. Or even better, if we have friends or connections who we know this actually really is very suitable for them and where they are at right now, to pass on that information, connect them with that. And so, I just want to leave that with you. What do you want your final exit to be? And actually, maybe just something that's come to mind. There may be some people that because of a faith perspective, you think, my steps are ordered, for example. There are plans that are already laid out for me. I don't think asking ourselves that question, what do we want our final exit to be, actually contradicts that. I think actually it could actually sit quite comfortably underneath that, because in that perspective of wherever you feel your life is ordered to be, then that in a sense gives you your sense of where is your final exit. So that whole being intentional about what you're doing now, who you're connecting with, how you're using life's opportunities, that all leads us to where we think we should be. So there you go. What do you want your final exit to be? My cobble together with 10 minutes notice if that Thursday thought for this week. All right, bye.